Hello YouTube. Today I'm going to do a comparison video of my 2015 Lincoln MKZ Hybrid and my 1995 Oldsmobile Aurora. I'll be going over the exterior and the engines in this video. The interior will be a separate video because there's just so much things to cover. If you're new to my channel, consider subscribing and helping me out. I have two Lincoln MKZ Hybrids, two GMC Envoy XLs, and an Oldsmobile Aurora that I make content on. I keep it real and there's no BS. Anyways, let's get on with the video. If the Oldsmobile Aurora was made today, it would have been a competitor to this Lincoln MKZ. These two cars are a lot similar than you may think, especially in terms of space. Starting from the outside, the Oldsmobile was a very different looking vehicle when it came out, and honestly, it still is different looking in a very good way. I love the massive tail lights that go across the whole rear end. Unfortunately, the middle section does not light up, but I've seen people online where they do mods that make the middle section light up, so that's something to note if you own one of these. It's got dual exhaust, and something very neat is the placement of the backup lights. It's right beside the number plate, which is very interesting to see. The Lincoln goes for a very similar look in the back with its long tail light, and thankfully the tail light lights up all the way, unlike the Oldsmobile. The Lincoln just looks massive with its rear end compared to the Oldsmobile. It really shows how cars have grown over the years. With the Lincoln, the rear quarter panel has a very swoopy look to it. I think it's a very attractive design. On the Olds, the rear quarter area has a traditional look to it. Not as swoopy as the MKZ, but the rear end is very long. It just sticks out, and I absolutely love it. Moving along the side, I love the large windows here. They're almost as big as the door panels. This nice chrome piece that runs across the door panel is very nice and classy. The Aurora has 16-inch wheels and a lot of rubber. And that, my friends, is one of the ingredients for a very smooth ride. On the MKZ, the windows are much smaller, but I like the placing of the door handles here because it's just the perfect height to grab. The MKZ has 19-inch wheels, which have the multi-spoke design, and on all four corners, the MKZ has the electronically controlled shocks, which can either soften or stiffen the ride, and the Oldsmobile has air suspension in the back and traditional struts up front. Man, the Aurora just looks so cool with this trunk open. You can see how much larger the opening of the trunk is on the MKZ compared to the Aurora. But once you take a look inside the Aurora's trunk, it's actually quite large in here. You have a spare tire in the middle, which you don't really see these days anymore. And sadly, the rear seats don't fold down. Not only does the MKZ have a larger opening, it also is taller inside the trunk. The space is limited due to the battery placement, but one good thing is that the seats fold down so you can haul longer items in here. And it's also power operated trunk, so you don't have to manually close and open the trunk. Moving to the front, the Oldsmobile has a very pointy front end, and most importantly, there's no front grille. This was a very radical design for its time. You can see there's all the lights up front here, including fog lamps and cornering lamps on the side here. The cornering lamps are such a handy feature I wish more car manufacturers today can implement into their vehicle. You can see how long this hood is compared to the MKZ. It's a very cool design, and I think it aged very well. The MKZ's overall front design is more round and smoother compared to the Aurora, and the split wing grille here is an eye-catcher. There are unfortunately no fog lights on the MKZ. You can see how much bigger the MKZ looks on the outside compared to the Aurora. It's slightly taller and wider than the Aurora, but the Aurora is a bit longer in length overall. Let me know in the comments section which of these exterior designs you like. They're both very unique vehicles that you don't see every day. For me personally, they both look so good, but I have to give it to the Aurora because it just looks weird, classy, and sophisticated all at the same time. It's such a good looking vehicle. When it comes to power, the Oldsmobile has the infamous 4-liter V8 engine producing a healthy 250 horsepower and 260 pound-feet of torque. This was the only engine option available from 1995 to 1999. These engines are known for head gasket issues, but some owners have had luck running these things over 250,000 miles without any engine issues. But at the end of the day, it's just a gamble. This is a transversely mounted engine, which is so strange to look at, especially because I'm used to seeing V8s mounted longitudinally. Moving to the Lincoln, we have the old reliable 2-liter 4-cylinder hybrid engine producing 188 horsepower and 139 pound-feet of torque. This is the least powerful engine on the MKZ. But you also had an available 3.7-liter V6 producing over 300 horsepower, and starting from 2017, there was a 400 horsepower 3-liter twin-turbo engine available. When it comes to efficiency, the Aurora takes premium fuel, but can also run on regular fuel. On the highway, I was able to achieve 25 miles per gallon, which was incredible, especially from a 90s General Motors V8 engine. The Lincoln takes regular fuel and can get double the fuel economy with its mighty little 4-cylinder. That's why I daily drive the Lincoln and not the Oldsmobile. They're both mid-sized luxury sedans, but from different times. I really like the old school take on luxury, which is quality of materials, smooth ride, and sophisticated looks. I'll be doing an interior review comparing these two vehicles, so stay tuned for that. Let me know what you guys think about these vehicles in the comment section below. See you all next time.